Alright, head down. YouTube, do you guys love naps? Some great fun. Oh, maybe adjust the trim a little bit.
Ooh.
Oh, the trim. Not the trim. Oh. Oh, this is like the greatest right-hand turn.
Too bad we're going to the left.
This is a great right-hand turn. I love right. It's the greatest right-hand turn. Recover.
Ooh, kind of popped it a little bit.
It really was a right-hand turn.
It was a left-hand turn. What are you talking about?
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that is left. Oh, my gosh. Recover. Oh.
Like, I'm gonna make it even easier for you. Look, completely...
Incredible. Incredible. Alright.
Yeah, if your goal is to make me motion sick, it's not working so far.
Yeah, that probably means that you're just not able to get motion sick. Most likely, if I had to guess.
You gotta do the pen thing next. Maybe that'll do it.
Oh, the pen thing? You can do it right now. You can put your head down, like, by your knees.
And then, like, what? Am I just... Then I look up or something? Oh.
Recover. We'll just roll into it here. A little bit of bump and power.
Reach down. Touch, 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 touchy, touch. Come back up. Ooh, that's fun. Yeehaw! We come back down. Touchy, 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 touchy.
Nothing for you?
Nothing.
Wow. Bro, I wish I had that. That's real nice. Bro, this is ridiculous. You're not, and I'm already starting to get motion sick.
Wait, really? You're getting motion sick?
Literally from me touching the ground there.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah. Not like crazy or whatever. I just feel it in my head. Keep it coming. There it is. Reduce angle attack. Yep. Reduce angle attack.
Reduce angle attack.
And there we go.
Interesting.
There it is. Reduce angle attack. Full power. And let it start coming up. Up to 10. Hold on, it might.
Come on. Come on. You can do it.
Helicopter 407 Alpha.
Did it do it?
Yeah, I did it.
Nice. We got it.
Woohoo! Oh, that's the airport. You'll never guess what I was aiming towards.
The field out there?
Yeah.
I'm going to do your power for this landing here because it's a little bit more hectic. Just maintain your airspeed. We're going to hold 70 all the way down to the pavement for this landing. Okay?
Okay.
Hold 70. We're going to use our rudder to center ourselves, so now we're bringing that rudder over. Nice. Use your aileron to hold you on center line here. And use the rudder. Nice. Nice. Hold this. Hold this right here. I'm bringing that power out. Watch for that drop. I'm bringing it out. There we are. Nice. Hold this. Hold this. Hold this. Let it come down just a tad. There you go. Oh, not too much. Too much. Oh, hey, whoa, now, hey, whoa, now that's it. There. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm here for that.
It was a little rough, but
no. That was, you were in control of it. Okay.
Yeehaw, we're good to go.
All right. Welcome everybody on the YouTube or wherever you're watching on.
On the YouTube.
So basically, last time we flew, I made a comment that the touch and go or whatever wasn't okay since she was soloing or whatever.
Right.
I'm actually wrong on that. Turns out that 97% that I said and the 3% turns out it was the 3%. So that was an ATP policy that they had, and I was chirping over it apparently.
3584 cross.
And so I went and looked at it, and I was like, oh, okay, you just need an endorsement for it. And I believe the instructor has to be present. I'm still looking into it, but I believe the instructor has to be present for it. So a little correction there.
Yeah, someone actually commented on the video, said it's not illegal.
But, yeah, I figured they would. I figured they would, so. Is it up? I didn't see that it was up.
Yeah, it's up.
Oh, okay, nice.
To 126.1. Their ATIS flowing.
Yeah, so
10.
I was wrong on that.
7,000 overcast. Temperature 18. 2.8.
Alright, dates are in the future.
3022. Visual approach.
Half left, out of view, half up, out of view. 2 from, let's do 150. Good match, 150, 150, 2 indicator. That's good, you good?
Yes.
Perfect, go over to my map.
Period confirmation.
We've got 124.0 for tower, we got 125.8 for our approach.
Visibility 10.
We're going to do our ATIS.
7,000 overcast. Temperature 18. 2.8.
That's great that someone commented on that, keeping us accountable over here.
Runways 13 and 4. Notice to airmen. Runway 13, outer marker out of service. Runway 31, localizer only approach not available. Advise on initial contact, you have whiskey. Period confirmation, whiskey, 2254 Zulu weather, wind 080 at 11, visibility 10, ceiling 7,000 overcast, temperature 18, dew point 8, altimeter 3022, visual approach and use, runways 13 and 4, notice to airmen, runway 13, outer marker out of service, runway 31, localizer only approach not available, advise on initial contact, you have whiskey. Period confirmation, whiskey, 2254 Zulu weather, wind 080 at 11, visibility 10, ceiling 7,000 overcast, temperature 18, dew point 8, altimeter 3022, visual approach and use, runways 13 and 4, notice to airmen, runway 13, outer marker out of service, runway 31, localizer only approach not available, advise on initial contact, you have whiskey.
Alright, information, whiskey 2254 Zulu time, wind 080 at 11, overcast at 7,000, temp 18, dew point 8, altimeter 3022. I've never seen it go above 22 before.
It's high today.
Alright, we've got information whiskey.
In the summertime, you might even see it go up to 3-1.
Nice. So let's go ahead and get our clearance delivery. We're on 124.675. We're good there. Upcom 1. Listening to tower just yet. So we said north practice area?
That's right.
Okay. And before I go in that, let me see what we're looking at for runway. Runway 4 or 13, so probably gonna do, let's KBI. Yeah, let's see runway 4, intersection echo. Yeah, okay, runway 4. Think. Yeah, runway 4. So we're gonna contact PRA clearance delivery. PRA clearance delivery, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, student pilot with information whiskey, requesting VFR departure to the north practice area.
Sounds good to me.
PRA clearance delivery, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, student pilot with information whiskey, requesting VFR departure to the north practice area today.
Skyhawk 536 for Alpha, PRA clearance, maintain VFR out of below 5,000, departure frequency 125.8, squawk 0255.
125.8, squawk 0255, out of below 5,000 feet, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha.
Skyhawk 6 for Alpha, read back correct.
0255, 125.8, 125.8. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to
3 outer marker out of
ground.
service, runway 31, localizer only approach not available.
121.85.
Initial contact, you have whiskey.
21.85, we're on with ground. I'm still thinking runway 4. So Peoria ground, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, student pilot with information whiskey at Byerly Aviation, requesting taxi to runway 4, intersection departure via Echo if able.
Okay.
Oh, exciting. 85, 121.85. Okay. Peoria ground, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, student pilot with information whiskey at Byerly Aviation, requesting taxi to runway 4 via intersection Echo if able.
Skyhawk 536 for Alpha, Peoria ground, runway 4 at Echo, intersection departure, taxi via Papa Alpha Echo.
Taxi via Papa Alpha Echo, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha.
Skyhawk 6 for Alpha, and a regional jet will be departing runway 4 momentarily. You can expect a 3-minute wake turbulence delay.
3-minute wake turbulence delay, 5364 Alpha. Alright, we're cleared Papa Alpha Echo, Runway 4, intersection departure via Echo. We've got our altimeter set. We've got our ATIS. We've got our squawk. We're on mode alt. ADS-B is on. Radio is tested. Taxi light is on. Brakes, we'll do a brake test, and then we'll do our turn coordinator test. On our way up.
We'll make sure we do it.
We've got to do it. Since we're heading towards Papa Alpha Echo, we got to go down.
Wait, I put my water here, didn't I? This isn't yours, right?
No, I didn't bring a water today. That's yours.
Okay, nice.
Okay. Are you ready to go? Awesome. Let me get the wire out of the way. I have controls.
You have the controls.
Go ahead and do our brake test. Clear to the left, clear to the right, clear straight ahead. I did not. Let's do that again, actually.
Yeah, try it again. We'll make sure that we do it correctly. There we go. I have controls.
Ooh, it's windy, careful.
Our ailerons are down.
Down.
Or our elevator's down here. And then also, we'll go up, and away here. Because the wind's coming from behind us this way. And so we'll hold them like that. I go power idle here, come up to the brakes. My brakes work. You have the controls?
I have the controls.
You got them?
Okay, we're going to go ahead and start our taxi and check our turn coordinator while we're on the way.
Okay.
So we're going Papa Alpha Echo. So Papa is... We're technically... Wait, no, that's Alpha 4, so that's Alpha up there. Okay.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I was looking for Alpha. That's Alpha 4, so we want to make sure we're going up to that.
We're going up to Papa Alpha, right?
Right.
Okay, I see. Alright, so we're testing the turn coordinator, correct?
Yes, turn coordinator is good to the left. Let's do it. Right.
So the way we'll say it is turn indicator is indicating in the direction of the turn, ball is is going in the opposite direction of the turn.
Okay. Turn coordinator is coordinating in the direction of the turn, and the ball is in the opposite direction of the turn.
Beautiful.
I accidentally hit the throttle a little too hard too.
And then of course, is our HSI good?
Oh, we did not check that, did we? Come to a stop.
Good job coming to a stop there to adjust it.
Okay.
Man, they're really starting on the tower there. They got everything torn up. Got a little rebar in there.
They're getting moving, that's for sure.
A solid 7 years till they'll be done.
I can't believe it's going to take 7 years.
That was a joke. I think it's 4.
That's still a lot of time.
But 4 years in Illinois, I mean, it's going to take 16.
All right, clear to the left, clear to the right, clear straight ahead. They're going to keep on moving forward. Moving a little fast. Yeehaw. Do-do-do-do-do. Just onto the road. Coming up to Papa, turning on to Alpha.
How do you feel about the winds today?
Little windy. It's gonna take some pointing our ailerons into the wind on the takeoff, and on the landing we might have a little bit of crosswind, but hopefully not.
Okay.
Clear to the left, clear to the right. Turning on to Alpha. Come on, burn.
Are we cleared onto Alpha?
We are cleared onto Alpha.
All right.
Follow the yellow brick road. And the wind's coming directly from behind us, so keep that down. Trying to keep this straight. Coming up on Echo to our left. Did our turn coordinator test. Our HSI is still on our compass. Slow it down. Turn in. Turn in to the left. Left is clear. Right is clear. Straight ahead is clear. Still don't like that we have to do the run up here. I feel like we're kind of in the middle of an intersection no matter what we do. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I do agree with that. It makes me a little nervous. But if that's what the airport's saying, we'll do it. But we're just going to take the precautions that we can.
I think I'm cleared enough off. Okay. So, we did our turn coordinator, we got our HSI to compass. Now it's time for our run up. Brakes are set, fuel is set to both, trim is set to takeoff. Trim is on takeoff. Flight controls. Up, down, and rudder. Rudder's good, and pitch is good. Did you want to take a look?
I saw it.
Okay. Annunciator lights. Good. Instruments. Everything should be in the green. Pressure is good. Temp is a little low, but it's getting up there. Fuel's good. Fuel flow is still not there. Vacuum is non-existent. Remember that was on the squawks.
There it is. We were sitting at idle.
Yeah.
And we don't want to sit at idle. We want to sit at 1,000.
My bad. Volts, amps. Everything's good there. 1800 RPM, and then we'll do our mag test and check everything else. So let's come up to 1800. I'm on the brakes.
All right.
16, 17, 18, 18. There we go. Left mag, dropping RPM. Come back up. Comes back up. Right mag. Comes down. Go to both. Or back up. And check our oil pressure is still green. Oil pressure is still green. Our temp is still green. And go to our idle check. They come down to, yep. Perfect. Come back up to 1,000. Mixture, we're going to keep that where it is. Power deflection is good. Now we're on to pre-takeoff. Flaps are up. Mixture is for best power. Fuel pump is off. We got our alt and SWAT code. Heading bug I'm going to put towards our runway as we're taking off on runway 4. We're going to be heading towards the north practice area, so where's that essentially? That's where we're done lap, right?
North practice area is going to be basically all of this here.
Okay.
But we kind of extended up. I call basically the north practice area is like a little bit north here. What I'm talking about the area, we don't want to go further west than Princeville, further east than the river, and further north than the windmills. That's kind of the playground that we're playing in, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I think this was supposed to be up and away. Let's do that. That was my bad.
Why do we do this with the controls?
To give us as much downward force as we can so the plane doesn't take off while we're standing here, which unlikely, but...
Yeah, we have a lot of controls appendages that if the wind caught it, could potentially flip us if it gusted or something like this, right?
Right.
And it also means that since we're holding on to this, they can't be going, you know, flapping all over the place because the wind's shifting. So that's why we do that. And you're also right with the downforce where it's, yeah.
Doors and windows locked. Your doors and windows locked. Landing light is on. Landing light on. Groups as required. Time, note, brake, release. Pre-takeoff is good to go. Let's go ahead and contact the tower.
Beautiful.
So we'll say period tower, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, student pilot with information, whiskey, ready for departure, holding short, runway, intersection, echo at runway 4. I think I put too much words into that. Peoria Tower, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, holding short runway 4 at intersection Echo, ready for departure.
Sounds good to me.
Just gotta make sure.
No, I mean, you've done radio calls. I think you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
Okay. Peoria Tower, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, student pilot with information Whiskey, holding short runway 4 at intersection Echo, ready for departure.
Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, Peoria Tower, hold short runway 4 at Echo, hold for release.
What do I say? Hold
for release.
Hold for release, 64 Alpha.
Skyhawk 64 Alpha, turn left heading 360, runway 4 at Echo, clear for takeoff.
Turn left heading 360, clear for takeoff. 64 Alpha.
Go and adjust this for 360, please.
Isn't that just north?
Yes.
Perfect.
And we're clear to take off, correct?
Clear to take off. Runway 4, heading that direction.
All right.
Put off the brakes. Clear to the left. Clear to the right. Nobody on final. Nobody on base.
Good. Oh, come on here. 4 flights. Yeah. Oh, again. What's really embarrassing is when you're on an airlines flight and you have your 4 flight out because you're a big fan of 4 flight and using it, and then right when you approach the runway, full speaker system, approaching runway 14 or whatever it is,
And you're just like, yeah!
I'm like, shut it off, shut it off.
All right, so the wind is coming that way, so I want a little bit of this when we take off.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're just gonna go ahead and take off.
All right.
And 5, rotate.
Rudder. There you go.
Ooh, bumpy.
Airspeed.
Yep, trying to catch the 75.
Push down.
Down.
Use trim if you need to.
Yep, I need some trim. There we go.
All right.
A little bumpy.
It is. Nice. Be a fun time. Maybe we'll just stay out there the whole time. Who knows? Wait a second.
What's up?
I think I can see Chicago.
I think you're... No, those aren't Chicago skylines. Those are windmills.
Are they?
I think I see what you're looking at.
Oh, I think you're right, actually.
Skyhawk 64 Alpha, contact St. Louis departure.
Contact St. Louis departure. Thank you. 64 Alpha.
Now I'm just disappointed.
Oh, I did it again.
St. Louis departure, Skyhawk 536 for Alpha, student pilot with you, climbing 4,000.
St. Louis departure, Skyhawk 536 for Alpha, student pilot with you,
Climbing 4,000.
climbing 4,000.
Departure, radar contact, squawk, or correction altimeter 3020.
3020.
3020, 64 Alpha.
We're 64 Alpha, stay altitude.
We're currently 2,900 feet, Sky 64 Alpha.
Skyhawk 64 Alpha, I'm sorry, check that again, altimeter 3020.
3020. 3020 for the altimeter, just at, oh my apologies, 2,000.
That checks, thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's my bad.
I think I was stepping over him there, so we were trying to...
No, I just can't read the altimeter, apparently. He was completely right. I called it 1,000 feet off. He's like, wait, what?
Skyhawk 64 Alpha, you're going down. So are we free to make our own adjustments now?
Just keep going, 360. He hasn't cleared us to fly on course yet.
Okay. What altitude are we going? Just anything below?
Climb to 4,500, actually.
4,500.
Yes.
No, he was trying to tell me stuff and I was, I think, trying to acknowledge what he was telling me, and then I think what happened is I let go of the mic, and then I tried to key it to go.
That is what you did, yes. No way. I've wondered where that little, like, farm thing is for so long, and now I know where it is.
Congratulations.
Oh my goodness gracious. That might be the greatest success of this entire flight. I'm so happy.
My feelings now.
Bro, it would take a lot to beat this feeling that I have right now. That's the only place in like Peoria that I've wondered, where the heck is that? And now I know. I have no idea what it is though, but...
Air's smoothed out a little bit, that's nice.
Nice. Being higher up really helps that.
So I should have said St. Louis departure, Skyhawk 536 for Alpha, student pilot. Man, I don't know why I can't talk to St. Louis approach.
This would be St. Louis departure currently.
St. Louis departure, okay, yeah, St. Louis departure, Skyhawk 536 for Alpha, student pilot on turning 360 at 2,000 feet, basically. So tell them where I am and where I'm going.
Who you are, where you're at, and what you want to do, what you want.
Could I have said just off of Kilo Papa India Alpha, or?
No, yeah, nothing like that, just off of Peoria. Please, keep it simple. Going into that is just that's too much. Okay. You can say Peoria and he knows what you're saying. He knows what you're talking about.
Mixture. We're above 3,000. Yeah, go down, so a little bit more. We're mixtured. Power mixture, instruments are good. Taxi landing light off, taxi light off. Flight plan is open, and we're going up to our cruise. He still hasn't cleared us, so are we?
We can talk to him once we get to our altitude and ask him.
Okay. My bug's a little off, so I'm gonna this.
Oh man, my fear of heights is...
You have a fear of heights?
Oh yeah, I'm terrified of heights. It's kicking in. I need to stop looking down.
Where are you looking up? Where are you flying planes?
I mean, it's cool. I'm fine as long as I don't look like literally straight down, and man, I get nervous if I look straight down. What is this? This is a scam. We're going to close that vent there. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and call and say, hold on 1 second. Let's back the power out just set. Let's do 25. I see what you're doing there, but let's do 25.
Actually, I need to come down in altitude anyway, so I'm going to go it even further.
Let's call them up and ask if we're cleared on course. Or oh my gosh, I'm having a brain malfunction. Say if we're own navigation.
Clear for own navigation?
Yeah, clear for our own navigation.
St. Louis departure, Skyhawk 534 Alpha, are we cleared for own navigation?
564 Alpha, affirmative. You can resume on navigation, you're just going up the practice area, right?
That is correct, 64 Alpha.
Yep, resume on F.
Resuming on navigation, 64 Alpha. Alright.
Either, I'd love to watch back the video, because either he said that we're already clear and both of us missed it, or
I didn't hear it at all, if he did.
I didn't hear it either. Or he thought that we were just doing whatever because they didn't tell us that they gave us a heading, basically.
Alright. You ready for, what do you want to do? Stalls? You want to do...
Not quite. Let's keep going out here.
Okay.
We're going to keep flying this way. We're still going to be flying north. See this road right here?
Yep.
I want you to just follow that road.
Okay.
We're going to just fly out. We want a little bit of separation between Peoria's airspace and us, if that makes sense.
Makes sense.
Alright. Man, being 4,000 feet though, flying over all the places, you know. Oh, this is why I love flying, man. Just take a moment, look out the window.
Now I know I have been, it's...
Oh man, beautiful. Here's the thing that my first flight instructor, actually not my first flight instructor, but the one that got me to private said to me, okay? He said this before I did my private pilot check ride, and I was really nervous. He said, I want you to take a deep breath and just kind of realize and remember that you get to do something today that most people will never get the chance to do. So take it in and enjoy it. And that's what I think about whenever I have a view like this, with the clouds like this, dude, and it's kind of blue and hazy. Oh, it's beautiful. My controls.
Your controls?
Alright, so we're going to do what's called a clearing turn here, and this is what we'll do prior to every maneuver. Okay?
Okay.
And so, it's basically just a standard rate turn here, and we're looking outside for traffic. We're scanning for the traffic. We're looking. Both sides, we're checking here as well. Oh, my bad. We're looking here. We're looking there. We're looking for traffic. I did a 90-degree turn. I'm almost there. I'm going to start basically leveling us out here.
Oh man, look at that. Beautiful.
Oh, it is, isn't it? And then we're going to come this way. Basically, we're doing a quick snake, okay? And we'll come back out on our heading. Need a little bit of power here.
We're losing altitude too.
Yeah, I'm kind of pulling back here a little bit. Adding a little bit of power, seeing what it wants. What's it want today? Alright. So, go ahead and refresh me. Let me know if we are nose up, we're banked over like this, okay? What is our response going to be?
If we're nose up, banked over, we're going to add power, try to level the wings slowly and bring us back down to level flight, paying attention to our airspeed and all of our indicators.
So not add power, full power.
Full power, yes.
Full power, wings level, reduce bank, or reduce pitch.
If we're coming down, if we're in the brown, pull power out.
So let me just show you what we're basically doing, and I want you to just keep your eyes open for this, and then I'll tell you to recover. So you already know what's happening. Your eyes are open. You're just going to watch, and I'll tell you to recover, and you recover. Okay?
I thought this was supposed to be a surprise.
Well, we will do that, but we want to make sure that you have the mindset. Does that make sense?
Correct.
Okay. So for the first one, right? We might do something like this. Okay. Okay. We're coming over. We're coming over. Recover. And now that we're starting to lose our airspeed, power comes back in. And we're level. I have controls. Controls. And so I'm going to go full power because we're going to climb back up. And so very good, very gentle with that. One thing here, if we go into the yellow, okay, this is the caution area basically. We want to be smooth, slow on it, okay? If we're in the green, a little bit more wiggle room. We don't still want to be, we don't want to be doing crazy stuff with it, okay? But we do want to have, be very careful if we're in the yellow. So make sure we go slow with that if we are in the yellow.
Delta November, change my frequency.
So we're here, and let's say we go like this. Recover.
Yeah, 4 Delta November 125.8, please now.
Wings level a little faster.
A little faster, okay.
Yep, so wings level and then reduce the pitch.
47 Romeo, you change over to his frequency 128.7.
And it's kind of at the same time, right?
Right.
I have controls. So for instance, right, if I was like this, okay, and I'm like, okay, we're going to go here, okay, like this, and I'm just, no, that's me.
Okay.
And then it's like this, and I'm just going hands off here. And so we're just watching here.
Loud and clear.
And then I go full power, wings level, and see how it's like the same thing.
Yeah, at the same moment.
I'm doing the same thing at the moment. You kind of see that, what I did there?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, and then my power comes back in.
Gotta be quicker with it.
Just like that. And it's not about being quick, it's about being smooth, very smooth.
Well, simultaneous, yeah.
Right, it's simultaneous. However you say that word.
Simultaneous.
Bro, that was wild, okay? We're not even going to talk about that. So yeah, so if I go like this, right, and I'm going, okay, here, 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 recover. Oh, there you go.
One.
There you go. And we bring it back. Nice. So fully recover back to 90 knots is what our goal is going to be, okay? So we go 90 knots. Don't forget about your rudder in these maneuvers, okay?
Okay.
We want to stay coordinated because if we're uncoordinated and we stall, we have a risk of a spin, okay? So we want to make sure we stay coordinated. All right. I have controls. We'll do the first one with your eyes closed here. How do you feel about that?
Let's do it.
All right.
Feet off the pedals.
So, eyes closed, feet off the pedals here.
Head down.
We'll just kind of disorient you a little bit. We'll just kind of see what you're feeling here, you know. All right. Things are happening out here. We're doing things out here. Okay. Well, maybe add a little power here. Okay. All right. Oh, that's a little bit of control input there. All right. That's nice. That's nice. That's good right there. Oh, that's very nice, actually. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. This is going really well, actually. This is going really well, actually. Oh, man. Recover.
Better with my right rudder. I couldn't get my feet on the pedals.
Yeah, I gotta actually get your feet on the pedals there. Okay. I have controls.
Your controls.
All right. Head down.
You get a nice little nap, honestly.
Oh yeah, we love naps here. We love naps. Huge naps. Naps are great. We all love naps. YouTube, do you guys love naps? We're doing some great things over here. We're just having some fun. We're having some great fun. Oh, maybe adjust the trim a little bit.
Ooh.
Oh, the trim.
Not the trim.
Oh. Just the trim, perhaps.
How we're descending, I know that much.
This is a beautiful right-hand turn right here. Oh, this is like the greatest right-hand turn.
Too bad we're going to the left.
This is a great right-hand turn. I love right. It's the greatest right-hand turn.
Repeating it doesn't make it more true.
I love right-hand turns so much. I love right-hand turns. Recover.
Ooh, kind of popped it a little bit.
It really was a right-hand turn.
It was a left-hand turn. What are you talking about?
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that is left. Oh, my gosh.
That's why I was like, I could tell we're going left.
Oh, my goodness. I am... Wow.
I thought you were just trying to psych me out.
The worst part was, I was trying to psych you out, and I ended up being wrong.
Believing it yourself.
Oh my, okay, I got the controls here.
Your controls.
Wow.
Look, I'm gonna make it even easier for you. Look, completely
incredible. Incredible. Alright.
Gotta be careful not to touch my eyes though, or I'll make them blurry, so I gotta...
Yeah, that would be unfortunate. We don't want to be doing that.
I am blind.
That would be unfortunate.
Yeah, if your goal is to make me motion sick, it's not working so far.
Yeah, that probably means that you're just not able to get motion sick. Most likely, if I had to guess.
You gotta do the pen thing next. Maybe that'll do it.
Oh, the pen thing? You can do it right now. You can put your head down, like, by your knees.
And then, like, what? Am I just... Then I look up or something? Oh.
Recover.
telling you, man, it's easy peasy.
The whole goal is for it to be easy peasy. We want you to be able to recover fantastically. Okay, let me do a, I'll do a steep turn here.
Okay.
It's not like an actual, it won't be an actual steep turn, but it'll be like a steeper turn. And then that we can demonstrate what I mean by the, by that. So you can basically just like reach down and like touch the ground, and then just come back up like this.
In the middle of the turn?
Yeah. It probably won't make you like sick, but you'll probably get like, you might get like dizzy for a second or something like that.
Oh, I hope so. That's the fun part.
Yeah. So.
Is that rain or is that just...
Not rain from what I've seen. Yeah, it's just clouds. Alright. We'll just roll into it here. A little bit of bump in power.
Reach down, touch, 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 touchy, touch. Come back up. Ooh, that's fun. Yeehaw! We come back down. Touchy, 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 touchy.
Nothing for you?
Nothing.
Wow. Bro, I wish I had that. That's real nice. Alright, so that's a good introduction when it comes to... We need to start heading back to the south here. We're getting a little far. Okay. That's a good little introduction to the... oh my goodness gracious. The unusual attitudes.
Unusual attitudes.
So, we can run right into... stalls. Why not?
Woohoo!
Let's have some fun. You have controls.
Oh, hold on. My controls.
You have the controls. Just fly me, trim us out as you would. 90 knots. We'll fly here to the south.
Could we come back up to 4,500?
Let's do 4,500. Bro, this is ridiculous. You're not, and I'm already starting to get motion sick.
Wait, really? You're getting motion sick?
Literally from me touching the ground there.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, not like crazy or whatever. I just feel it in my head. Okay. So, we'll be doing stalls now. We're going to first do the approach and landing stall.
Okay.
So, do you remember what we do for that stall?
Power out, get to 80 flaps, get to 75 or 70 flaps full, go to 65, and then keep on going down.
All the way
maintaining
to
altitude.
65. So we're pitching to go all the way down to 65, and then when we hit 80, then first notch of flaps, 75, second notch flaps, 70, last notch of flaps, hit 65, catch 65, and initiate the descent that is needed for that.
And then on our way down, then we'll actually do the
we'll
full...
just pull the power down to 1500 RPM.
Okay. Ready?
Yep, and make sure we stay coordinated. Let's do it.
So pulling power out to 1500. A little bit more, keep our altitude. We have reached 80, 10 degrees of flaps. Keep our altitude, hit the 75.
No, keep the 75.
Oh, keep the 75.
Goes down here.
And then
there's 70, full flaps, 65. Now catch it with the pitch. And just hold 65 in this descent here.
Okay.
Hold 65,
holding our descent.
Good. We've established the descent. We'll pull power back.
All the way out?
Yep, all the way out. And then start pulling back here. Just bring it back. Slowly. Just keep bringing it back. There's stall warning horn.
Ah.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. There it is. Reduce angle attack. Yep. Reduce angle attack.
Reduce angle attack.
And there we go.
Interesting. That was good experience.
Looking for the dual positive rates. Dual positive rates. Last notch of flaps come out, and there we are. Now, please recover back up to our altitude and our airspeed, please.
Come back over to the south too.
While you're doing that, what did you think about that?
I felt the stall, and then I think I didn't push down, but I wasn't pushing it more neutral enough. I think.
What you did was when we stalled, you let it come down because you have to, because we don't have the authority to keep it up. And then once we had authority, you actually pulled back for a second.
Okay.
And I had to push you down there.
That's what it was.
Right? And you're going to have that urge. And so you just got to fight that urge. You got to reduce the angle of attack, let the airspeed build. We're not going to go like way into the brown or anything like that, but we're going to reduce the angle of attack. That way we can get our airspeed back. Go ahead and turn us to the west.
Turning us to the west.
So when we do these maneuvers, okay, we're going to use some things to help us stay on our heading, okay? So for this one, we're going to choose this road right here. You see this road?
Yes.
We're going to stay lined up with that road, and that's our goal.
Okay.
Okay? And it's great because see how it's off to the side of us?
Yep.
That means even when our nose is high, we should be able to see the road. And then we'll be able to make sure we're still going the same direction. Okay? So we can also use this. So like we could do something like this. There we go. And we want to stay plus or minus 10 degrees on that. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's go ahead and configure ourselves and get set up for another one.
Full power out at
47
1500.
Romeo, contact Champagne approach on 132.85,
There's our 80.
3285.
Bring
Let's
in
see.
flaps.
Good.
There's our 75. Bring in second notch flaps.
Good.
There's our 70. Full notch flaps. Catch 65. Catch the 65. Come on. A little bit more.
Good.
Okay. We're at 65.
Power comes out.
Power comes out when we start pitching.
Yeah, pitch up.
Keep coming. Keep coming.
There's stall warning horn. There it is. Reduce angle attack, full power. And let it start coming up. Up to 10.
And dual.
Keep that climb coming. We're climbing away from the ground, and go back. No flaps. And accelerate away. Good.
Yeah, that instinct, that bounce, that's an interesting...
Yeah, it's an interesting feeling, isn't it?
Very interesting.
Turn us to the north.
Turning us to the north. We're at our altitude. We're at north.
I have the controls.
Your controls.
I'm going to demonstrate one here. Alright, so we're here. We're getting up to 90 knots. We'll call the altitude good enough. 1500 RPM. I'm keeping my my pitch back here. I'm holding my altitude basically. Here come my flaps. 65. I catch my 65 here. Okay. Almost. There we are. We're coordinated. Power comes out. Slow pitch up. Look at this slow pitch up. It's just coming up. Bleeding off that airspeed. Stall warning horn. Coming. Let it go. There go the flaps. And we start recovering here. When we did this here, we lost, looks like we lost 10 feet. Maybe 20 feet.
200 or?
I'm sorry?
What do you mean by 10?
20 feet total. Which means that if we were right above the runway, okay? Let's say we were right above the runway, and we do that with the flare, which is what we're simulating, we would have lost 20 feet when we stalled.
When we stalled, okay.
Which our goal is to lose none. Because if we're 20 feet off the ground and we hit the ground when we stalled, it probably wouldn't be a good day.
We are now pancakes.
Hopefully not. I'd prefer not to be a pancake. Okay. So, for the power on stall, I will demonstrate this one first, okay? Because the power on stall is
Carrier.
It's a steeper drop, okay? And I would even say it's hard to get a 172 to stall in the power on. When I did my CFI check ride, the DPE was just like, okay, we're gonna
a rocket ship.
We're gonna try it, and if we don't get it in a reasonable amount of time, then we'll just skip it. Not skip it, but we just didn't do it to a full break.
Are we gonna hit the cloud ceiling if we try to do a power on stall?
No.
No?
That's 7,500 feet, I think, right? Is what it said.
Yeah.
And we're at 45, so we're not going to climb to 3,000 feet.
I just feel like these clouds are a little bit lower than 7,500, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Welcome to the clouds.
It says 75, and it doesn't look that close to me.
Okay.
It's just because it's overcast. So I'm bringing the power back to 15. I'm slowing us down here. Okay.
Okay.
And we're slowing down to the 60, or sorry, yeah, the 65, my bad. 65 here.
Maintaining altitude.
Good. We're maintaining the altitude. And at 65, I go full power. There it is. I go full power. And I'm just pitching back. Pitching back. Pitching back. Woo! Stall warning horn. There it is. Reduce angle attack.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah. That one, it didn't fully break, which was a scam. Let's try again. 65. Pitching back. Pitching back. It won't stall. I'm pushing down on that. It's a sinking scam in the 172s.
The power off stall felt worse.
Yeah. So if you take a look, right? If you looked at our altimeter, you can probably see it. Is that when we start like quote unquote stalling, all we do is stop climbing.
We're just doing this. Yeah.
It's garbage in the 172. So for that one, basically, we normally just do to the stall warning horn. Because if you're climbing out and you hear the stall warning horn go off, and you don't do anything, because you heard how long it went off.
Yeah, it goes off forever.
Yeah, so if you're doing that and you don't hear the stall warning horn go off, it's like, come on, man.
What are you doing?
So let's have you do it. We'll do it to the stall warning horn when it goes extreme. So you know it goes beep, beep, like it starts going crazy.
So once it starts stalling...
Contact Quad Cities approach on 133.27.
That wasn't us, right?
Thank you, 33.
Yeah, no. We're going to turn back towards Peoria here. You have controls?
My controls. Once it starts stalling and we're already full power, we just let it come back down?
Yeah, we just bring the nose down.
So I don't have to touch...
No. But we're going to verify the power's all the way.
We're going to hold it, yeah.
So the main thing, we were like 25, maybe 30 degrees of pitch. And it does not stall.
Oh yeah, it refused.
It doesn't do it. The Archer will do it when I was flying the Archers, but this plane, dude, the 172s, they do not stall at full power. Like, I guess you could go further back, I guess, but I'm not comfortable at the moment with that. I don't know what the limits are at that. But
might put us into a spin, but yeah.
Yeah, you noticed that with the right rudder, I had to use so much right rudder because we had so much P factor that we started tipping to the side.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
All right, power out to 1500.
Okay, huge. All right, let's do it. You're gonna need right rudder for this.
Yeah.
Okay. Really pay attention to that rudder.
Okay.
We're slowing down to 65, and we'll go the full power here.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. Come on, 65. There we go.
There we go.
Full power.
Full power. Bring that pitch back. Just keep it coming back slowly. Right rudder. Right rudder. More right rudder. There you go. Keep it coming. Less right rudder. There you go. And recover.
It's not stalling.
Yeah, it won't. Hold on, it might.
Come on. Come on. You can do it.
Keep that right rudder in. There you go. Now you just reduce. Like that. Was that you or did it do it?
That was me. Just
Yeah, you just let it go?
let it go.
Okay.
I wasn't doing it.
Yeah. Man. Just won't do it, dude.
Let's try that one more time.
Let's try it one more time. Alright, let's do it.
Should I
You
turn?
can see it. It's a pretty... Oh, man, it's 7 o'clock.
Yeah. We start heading back?
Oh, wait, you said 7:30, right?
7:30 was the time.
Okay, we're good. Let's do another one.
Okay. I'm going to turn us towards the...
Let's just turn to Peoria. Let's turn that.
Turn Peoria.
Yeah, just that way. We got space.
Okie dokie.
Right there. That's good. Let's do it.
Let's do it. 1500 RPM.
I'm excited.
This time I'm really going to throw it back.
No. Nothing extreme. Nothing extreme.
Alright, maintain our altitude. That one's keying the mic. And is that you bleeding or breathing?
That is someone keying the mic, yes. But it's not me. Right rudder.
Right rudder.
More.
Oh, more pitch?
Yeah.
Helicopter 407 Alpha Echo.
Did it do it?
Yeah, I did it.
Nice! We got it! Woohoo! Alright, and then we simply recover. Notice how we're not... Okay, we are descending, actually. We don't want to do that. But...
come back up to where...
Medevac 407 Alpha Echo, rudder.
Alright. We have a little bit of time. Just a tad.
407 Alpha Echo, Squawk
Do you want to do...
radar contact.
just dip your toes in the water of Slowflight?
Sure.
Okay. My controls.
Your controls?
For Slowflight, I want to demonstrate how this works.
I'm descending back down.
Alpha Echo, radar contact.
Because it is fairly...
Altimeter 3021.
It's a touchy thing, okay?
Okay.
So, I'm going to go 1500 RPM, and I'm slowing down. First notch of flaps. And now I have to push down a little bit to maintain my altitude. Second, third, and we're going to go until we find... I'm just kind of turning this way so we don't hit Peoria.
Looking for 55 or 50?
Nope, we're keeping it coming until we hear stall warning horn. There it is. Okay, so 45 is where it is. We want to be 5 to 10 knots above, which means we're going to do 50 to 55. So I'm going to hold it 50, 55 here. Look at my power. And we're holding 50 to 55. And we're going to hold it right here on this altitude. Okay. So the right rudder here. Bring that good here. We're stable. And we're adding power if we need to climb with our altitude. And we're using our pitch for our airspeed here. Okay, so notice how if I go down like this, my airspeed will start increasing.
Yep.
And look at my altitude, it doesn't really move.
So we want to make sure
and then I bring it back, and look how we slow down. Watch if I add power.
We're just gonna
look at our climbing. Look at our airspeed. Do you see how that works?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna recover, full power.
Full power.
Nose comes down. First notch of flaps out. Above 60, second notch of flaps out. And look at all the downward pressure I have to do. Last notch of flaps out. And we are recovered. You have the controls?
I have controls.
Alright, you have the controls. I'm going to keep bringing your power back out for you. 90 knots. You have the controls fully now. Okay. Do you feel ready for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try it.
Let's try it. So, we are going to go power 1500 RPM. Slowly put flaps in. One at a time. And we'll go down until we hear the stall warning horn go off, and then we will go 5 knots above that, and then plus 5 that. So 5 knots above, which will pretty much be 50 knots, and then 50 to 55 knots is where we're going to hold it. Those are your minimums, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Let's not focus on heading right now. Let's just focus on getting there. All that stuff. Who is this guy? Where is he at? Okay, he's 18,000 feet. We don't need to worry about him.
Let's look at him too.
Okay, so hold your altitude with your power, hold your airspeed with your pitch. So pitch down just a tad to gain that altitude. A little bit of power for this.
Tower 121.3, good night.
Rudder, please. A lot of things you got to check here, right?
Yeah.
A lot of things we got to check. We got to be all over the place. So make your scan. We're going here, 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 back and forth, back and forth. Good, good, good. We get here, we start reducing the power, I like it. A little bit of pitch down for me here. Just a tad, not too much, just a tad. Very small, controlled movements. Nice, I love this. Very good. Let's give me a turn. Let's go to 030, but it's nice slow turn. Nope, too much, too much.
Too much?
Yeah, that's too much, right here, right there. And you're going to notice how these things start getting a little different than what we were doing prior. So just hold that, hold your altitude, hold your airspeed, make sure we're coordinated, and get to our 030 heading there. We're maintaining our aircraft control very precisely, extremely precisely. There we go. Now please hold that heading. Try to be as precise as you can, right, with this. So, yep, good. Bring out some power there. Good, good, good. Keep holding this. The main thing that this is teaching you, right, is don't get lazy with your altitude, your airspeed. 1 mile an hour or 1 knot off, no good. 10 feet off, no good. You want to be precise with this, okay? Super precise, teaching you precision. You do that, you're laser focused in there, will be fantastic. Take a look outside. Look at what your sight picture looks like here. Okay, sight picture. Look at what the sight picture looks like. Yep. All right. And now please climb to, it's going to be, not yet, climb to 5,000 feet for me. So you're going to go full power, and you're going to have to pull back a little bit for your airspeed. Keep the airspeed where it needs to be there. Just hold that, watch your rudder. Need a little bit of rudder there. Watch the airspeed, a little pitch down. Don't let the stall warning horn chirp. That's an automatic fail on the ACS, okay? Yep. So just keep this climb coming. I want you to turn me to 330 while we're climbing. It's going to be a nice steady turn here.
Oh, there's some wind now.
Just a little bit. It's a little turbulent. All right, just don't let it distract you. Keep that rudder. Keep the airspeed. Good, good, good. Laser focused here. A little bit too much of a bank. You're going to start descending there. There you go. There you go. Nice. And we start leveling off. Beautiful. Watch that airspeed. Hold it there. 100 feet to go. You're going to notice that you've got to take this power out real slow, okay? Otherwise you'll drop. So here we are, we're coming up on it. Just start cranking it back just slowly, slowly until we stop ascending. Watch your airspeed as well when you do this, right? Because you're going to have to change it a little bit. All right. Watch your heading, watch your heading.
We're being pushed by the wind a little bit, actually.
Oh, yeah. You tell the airplane what it needs to do here. Good. Just like that, return us back to that level flight there. We're watching the rudder, we're watching the heading, we're watching the altitude and the airspeed. We're just kind of cycling between them.
I feel like I'm doing IFR, not VFR.
And the funniest thing about this is that this is a visual maneuver as well.
Interesting.
Eyes outside. But keep your eyes inside for right now since we're learning it. But the expectation later on is that you're not really in here, you're outside for it. Doing it by the feel. You look outside, and then you come back inside to verify you're good. But for this first time, take a look inside, you know, see what's going on. Alright, go ahead and recover for me.
So it's full power?
Full power. Don't gain altitude though.
Yep, push it down.
Push down. First notch of flaps comes out. Above 60 knots. Second notch of flaps coming out. And we'll call that dual positive rates of climb because we're above 70. And last notch of flaps come out. Beautiful. How'd you feel about that?
Good. It's actually kind of easy.
Yeah. Pretty simple, right?
I mean, when I'm looking at the instruments, it's probably super easy. I wonder if it'll get different as a...
Maybe it will. We'll see. I'm okay with that. I think we introduced a lot of good concepts. Go ahead and take me back to Peoria. And do what you need to do to take us back to Peoria. What do you need to do to go back into Peoria?
Contact St. Louis Approach first. Tell them that we're on our way back to Peoria International.
Are we going to do that first?
Well, first we got to turn towards it, don't we?
What about weather?
Oh,
do you think it's changed since we've been out here?
Check ATIS. Yeah, we'll probably check ATIS.
Yeah, let's check ATIS.
While we're on turning. 126.1.
Scattered, temperature 18, 2.7, altimeter 3023. Visual approach in use, runways 13 and 4. Notice to airmen, runway 13 outer marker out of service. Runway 31 localizer only approach not available. Advise on initial contact, you have X-ray.
X-ray.
Peoria Fury Tower Information X-ray, 2354 Zulu weather, wind 080 at 12, visibility 10, 7,000 scattered, temperature 18, dew point 7, altimeter 3023, visual approach and use, runways 13 and 4, notice to airmen, runway 13 outer marker out of service, runway 31 localizer only approach not available, advise on initial contact, you have X-ray. Fury Tower Information X-ray, 2354 Zulu weather, wind 080 at 12, visibility 10, 7,000 scattered, temperature 18, dew point 7, altimeter 3023, visual approach and use, runways 13 and 4, notice to airmen, runway 13 outer marker out of service, runway 31 localizer only approach not available.
Okay, now what are we doing?
Contacting approach.
Okay,
When
what are we
we're
going to say?
15 miles out. So let's actually, can we do this? Nearest airport. KPIA. Activate. That'll tell us that we're 20 miles out. Probably could have also looked here, but that makes it a little bit easier. We're going to tell approach, or is it St. Louis approach or is it departure? It's approach now, right?
This would be approach now that we're going in, right?
So St. Louis approach, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, student pilot with information, what was it, X-ray? Information X-ray, 15 miles north of Peoria International. Requesting landing? Do I request landing or do I
Inbound for
inbound for runway 4?
Are we going to end on this landing?
Yeah, this will probably be
Then inbound for full stop landing.
inbound for full stop landing. Do I tell them runway 4 or do I not?
You can say requesting runway 4.
Okay.
Good job. Fly the airplane first, right?
Right.
Very good job there. I'm curious, why did we add power? We're right here still. Yeah?
Yeah,
We're 4,500?
trying to come back down to 4,500, my bad.
I was confused because you added like a bunch of power there like we were
I thought we were going for cruise, yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep it at 90 here. Cruise is when we're doing the cross countries.
Okay.
I get what you're thinking though. I get your mindset. I've got it right here. I understand.
A little bit of march around.
Oh,
So,
right.
St. Louis approach, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, student pilot with information X-ray, 15 miles north of Peoria International, requesting full stop landing.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. And yeah, I'm thinking, oh, there's a little bit of rain over nearby. Looks like.
Do I just have my radar off? Am I tripping? Where's the rain?
Looks like it just hit, it was like 30 minutes ago.
I have a little notification that says radar not available. You must have better cell service than me.
Interesting.
Scam. What do you have for your carrier?
Verizon.
That's a bigger scam. I have Verizon too.
You're losing some altitude, so I'm going to come back up.
You're using a hotspot, right?
Yep.
That's even more of a scam. Anyway, continue. Make the call when you're ready.
Wait for our 15 miles.
Oh, sorry, you're right. Yeah, we'll wait for the 15 miles. I didn't realize we weren't. I thought we were closer. I could smell dinner. I could smell dinner. And it sounds like you got dinner going on, right?
Yeah.
You had something going on? What, are you going out to eat or something?
We're going out, yeah.
Oh, nice. Where are you going?
W.E. Sullivan's.
What is that?
W.E. Sullivan's. It's in the Heights.
Is it in the Heights? What type of food is that?
Irish pub.
Oh, I've heard of that.
It's actually, they've got some really effing good chicken strips.
Really? Out of all the things that they could have that's good.
I swear to you, they're the best chicken tenders that I've ever had in my entire life.
Wow.
I like everything on their menu.
Okay.
And I know that sounds really silly. It's like, oh my god, chicken tenders, but like they're like these giant, thick, crispy.
Sometimes you just do something and you do it right, and it's fantastic.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make the call.
Let's do it.
St. Louis approach, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, student pilot information X-ray, inbound 15 miles north of Peoria, requesting full stop landing.
4180, expect St. Louis approach, good evening, Springfield, altimeter 3020.
Is that us? Did he say that? I respond back, I guess.
Galaxy 64 Alpha, Roger, X-ray current, would you like 1, 3, or 4?
Let's do runway 13, 64 Alpha.
I was really confused because
Galaxy 64 Alpha, enter a left base runway 13.
Left base runway 13, 64 Alpha.
I was like, that is for us? But then he said Springfield altimeter. I was like, okay, that can't be for us.
It was confusing me a little bit too.
What's crazy is that, like, you know, he'll not talk for, like, the entire time we're out here. And then he'll talk immediately when we make our radio call to someone else. It's hilarious.
I just realized I didn't put enough left rudder in, so let me do that.
Good. We are kind of off of our course, aren't we?
I'm doing that thing where I'm entering left base. Way over here. That's funny.
Okay.
Let me turn back towards
so
it.
here's the thing with that, right? When we do the left base, we're not doing a 7-mile left base, okay, right? We are going to fly and do the same left base as if we were in the pattern, which is pretty close, right?
Right.
It's pretty stinking close. So if we come in here from the north, you know, right here, we come in here from the north, and then we just turn right here, we'll set ourselves up for the left base. But if we turn here, dude, that's roughly, yeah, I was right, that's roughly 7 miles for the final.
Is it a bad thing to give ourselves a long final? Do they typically want you to do a base and then final next to the runway?
Well, so here's the thought process, right? So they told us left base, so they're anticipating us doing a left base.
Okay.
If we have a 7-mile final, really we're just entering on a...
7 Charlie St. Louis, good evening, Bloomington altimeter 3023.
But really what we're doing is just entering on final because we're 7 miles out.
Okay.
So what they're doing is...
Contact Peoria Tower 124.0, good night.
124.0, see ya, 64 Alpha. Good?
Yep. We'll contact them.
Peoria Tower...
We'll just tell them we'll just say Peoria Tower, Skyhawk 536 Alpha, student pilot with you, inbound, left base, runway 13.
Peoria Tower, Skyhawk 536 Alpha, student pilot, confirmation, X-ray, inbound, runway 13, left base.
Skyhawk 536 Alpha, Peoria Tower, wind 050 at 10, runway 13, clear to land.
Runway 13, clear to land, 64 Alpha.
Miles out, start descending. Roll the checklist, please. Descent checklist.
Descent checklist, mixture, rich in, fuel, set to both. ATIS, we have our ATIS, altimeter is set to 3023, my bad. Let's start descending, there we go, there's 80. We have altimeter set, instruments are still good. Yes, instruments still good. Side of compass are way off. Holy crap. Turn you back. We did get cleared into the Class C airspace, right?
Yeah, because we talked to them, right?
Okay. So
they said our tail number, right?
If we had gone to this point and they still hadn't talked to us, we would just do a steep turnaround, basically.
Well, if they had not talked to us, and the main thing is if they have not set our tail number, we are not cleared into the Class Charlie airspace. And so if that was the case, we would then turn backward, we would turn around and we'd get out. We wouldn't be close to them, right?
Right.
If they haven't talked to me by the time I'm 3 miles away from the stinking thing, I'm just going to start doing circles and wait. Because if they haven't talked to me by that point, I made my call and stuff like that, I probably have a comm failure. So you'll just do circles outside of the thing until you get light gun signals from the airport.
Okay, so yeah, if they comms failure, you start using light gun signals for that?
Oh yeah. So we're descending right now. Basically what I was saying about the base, if they wanted us to do a approach on final, basically, that's what that would end up being, right? Because it's not really a base if it's way out there. You know what I mean? A base is a particular part of the traffic pattern. You know, if they said enter on the downwind, but we basically entered the downwind right here, you know, for runway 13, or for the other runway. What is that runway?
4 or 22?
Yeah, no. 31.
Oh, 3-1.
For runway 31, right? And we're going to enter right base here for 31. The runway's right there. And we go straight that way for the downwind. That's not really a downwind, is it?
No.
So we'll enter the base as if we're in the traffic pattern, because that's what they're expecting us to do. Are we going to descend, are we going to get to our altitude? What's our altitude we're descending to?
Is it not 1,700 feet? Or, yeah, for our pattern altitude, or what are we descending to?
I don't know. What do you think we should descend to?
Not 1,700 feet.
Why?
Because we're not close enough to do so. So I would say...
I mean, we're close enough.
We are?
I mean, we can do 1,700 feet anywhere, because it's pattern elevation. That's 1,000 feet above the ground.
I just don't feel comfortable with that. Oh, that's the airport. You'll never guess what I was aiming towards.
The field out there?
Yeah. I should have said runway or airport in sight. That would have made things a lot simpler.
No, I saw it way back there. I was like, where are we heading?
Yeah, no, I was aiming for... I thought that out there was the airport for some reason.
Just head for the tower there. Head for the dead center right now.
Oh, head for the dead center, okay.
Yep.
No, I was not...
So, allow me to say my question again here.
1,700 feet, yes, we need to descend to 1,700 feet.
Yeah, so I wouldn't descend too crazily, right? We're 4 minutes out, it's saying. Okay.
Yep. I'm going to maintain 80.
We're descending 600 feet a minute. And we're at 2,600 feet, so that means we have less than 1,000 feet to go. Meaning we'll be there in about a minute and a half. Are we going to make it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's add that power back in, because now we're doing 1,000 feet a minute. Descent rate. Let's just hold that. Get us about 800 to 500 feet a minute. Somewhere in there. Keep coming this way. You keep
aiming
you
for...
keep wanting to go for that, just not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
We're going to make it a very square pattern.
We want that square.
Yep. We are entering on the downwind, just like if we had the 1,000-footers and we made the square.
Wind was 040, you said?
Let me double check.
080.
080.
Put the wind on 080.
Beautiful.
Now I looked at Peoria and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the Peoria airport. That's the... And then my whole vision shifted and I went, oh yeah.
It's interesting how you can get disoriented like that, isn't it?
It is. Even I have a whole map in front of me and everything. I got this telling me where to go and I still was like, huh, where am I going?
Does that give you a moment of pause of how these people in these, aviation accidents, we like to look at it and go, oh wow, I would never do that. Like, that's such a dumb decision, but we have instances like, oh, I thought the airport was over there. Or some people will say, well, I thought I was in a right turn instead of a left turn because I'm making a mistake on my lefts and rights.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or when we were climbing out with ATC where I said, hey, we're at 2,900 feet. No, we're at 1,900 feet. And I just misread the altimeter. Like, things like that happen. And so our goal as pilots is to be as safe as possible and to basically continue to train in these things.
Can I turn towards downwind now? That's the end of the runway, isn't it?
Yeah, you can turn down, that's fine. We are descending.
Yes. That wind is a lot.
Is it?
I can tell we're like being blown over pretty hard.
Okay.
Back up. 80.
We climb at full power, right?
Yes, but I'm not trying to climb at the moment.
Oh, okay. Let's go to configure.
80, configure. Thinking that too. I think we are extremely high.
We're on base, right?
Yes.
So let's go to put that next notch of flaps in.
Next notch of flaps.
We're at 65 knots, which is curious because we're supposed to be at 75.
70.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
75, 75. There's our 75. Runway wind 3, see the letters on the ground.
Good. Reduce just a tad of power. Just a tad. That's too much.
Tad.
There you go.
Coming in. Get that left rudder in. Ooh.
Good. Tell the airplane what it has to do. Don't let the wind tell you what to do.
Maintain 75.
Oh, shut up.
A little bit less power.
Last notch of flaps.
Last notch of flaps.
Make sure we get oriented with the runway.
Yes. Power, yep, thank you.
Power goes idle. Let that drop come in. We're going to sink. 70 knots, please. Hold it right there.
Ooh. Come on, 70. A little bit more power.
I'm going to do your power for this landing here because it's a little bit more hectic. Just maintain your airspeed. We're going to hold 70 all the way down to the pavement for this landing. Okay?
Okay.
Hold 70. We're going to use our rudder to center ourselves, so now we're bringing that rudder over. Nice. Use your aileron to hold you on center line here. And use the rudder. Nice. Nice. Hold this. Hold this right here. I'm bringing that power out. Watch for that drop. I'm bringing it out. There we are. Nice. Hold this. Hold this. Hold this. Let it come down just a tad. There you go. Oh, not too much. Too much. Whoa, whoa, now that's it there. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm here for that.
It was a little rough, but
no. That was, you were in control of it. Okay. Right? We're not upset if you're in control of the airplane. We want you to be in control of the airplane there. And you were. Okay. We landed one wheel down. Why? Because the wind's coming from this way, right? And we have the wing over. That was perfect. I liked that. I think we almost popped ourselves up too high.
Are we coming up, go for it?
Yeah, we're going to go here and then off. They didn't tell us where to get off at, so we're just going to do this.
Sky 6 for Alpha, contact ground point 85.
Over ground point 85. Have a good day. Sky 6 for Alpha.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't do landings today because this would have been a rough day to do.
I'm actually disappointed we didn't. That would have been fun. Alright, you still have the controls. I kind of took them there for a second. That's my bad.
Okay.
But you have the controls. Clean us up, please. I already swapped you over to ground. Let's talk about that real quick. So basically what happened is we come in with the flare, right? And we flared. I would say we flared just a tad high, but not high. It was good. Okay, it was very good. I would say a tad high for the conditions, which is why we kind of had more room to sink there. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
When you went to pull back, you had that moment. You had a slight moment where you pulled back a little too much, but then you immediately recognized it, took it out, and we landed on that one wheel, brought that wheel down. Some might say you landed just a tad crooked.
Yeah, no, it felt very crooked.
Very crooked? I wouldn't say very crooked.
So you would say a tad?
I would say a tad. We didn't go like this. I didn't slam into the door, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And with the one landing that we did, I think it was like 2 flights ago, I did go into the door. I was like, oh, crap. Oh, man. But that one, no. That was, we just landed. You had good control over the rudders. We were center on the runway. And then we almost landed on center line.
Almost.
You basically kept control of our...
I got the rudder and the aileron. I finally figured that out, but it was still felt very windy.
Did it feel good, though? No?
It feels like I need more practice.
I agree.
With my wind.
I agree. But for your experience when it comes to wind, I felt very good about it. All right, please.
You want to turn off pitot heat? Or not, not pitot heat, cabin heat.
Yep, I got it.
All right, so we're on ground, 121.85, 121.85, com 2. Okay. Peoria ground, Sky Hawk 5364 Alpha student pilot, just off of runway 13 at Echo 4, requesting taxi to Byerly Aviation.
Sky 5364 Alpha, Peoria ground, taxi to Byerly via Echo Tango. Have a good day.
Taxi via Echo Tango, see ya. 64 Alpha. All right, let's get moving.
Nice, nice. I love to see it. I love to see it. That is what we call improvement, okay? How did the last time that we had a crosswind go? Do you remember?
Me shitting my pants?
Oh, it was bad. Let's just be real, right? We came out of it, and it was bad, right? You didn't feel good. I mean, I felt good. I thought we had learned a lot. But, I mean, you didn't feel too good about it, right?
Right.
that landing right there shows progression. Okay, that's the ultimate form of progression. I say we go, if we have a day where it's windy like this, I say we go up and do landings 100%. 100%, because I think that we're going to have like 2 landings that's like learning and figuring it out, and I think you're right there on the verge of, okay, I got this, you know, and landing it beautifully. I'm excited. I think we're going to do that next time, actually. I'm hoping for it, because that right there, that shows promise. That was good. That was really good. We had good control of the airplane on the final approach. Wind was blowing you around. You held the airspeed. The wings got knocked from level. Did you notice that one?
Oh, you felt that too.
Oh, yeah.
I caught it, but yeah, that scared the crap out of me for a second because I felt us go like 45 degrees over.
Yeah. And you corrected for it. I didn't even have time to go for the controls. You corrected for it real quick.
That's what scared me the most. I'm like, you're completely off the controls, and I got it. But
hey, you got it. Yeah, I mean, my hand was going towards it, but then I realized, oh, the controls are already going back the other way. Yeah, we're fine. I think I actually went to the controls, and like, that's the funny thing, is because the camera would never lies, so I can like go back and see. But like, my memory tells me that I went like this, and then afterwards I grabbed onto it after you'd already recovered.
Yeah, I would say go back and watch the video, because I'm pretty sure you reached for it as I was turning, but that was one of those instances, like, even if you had reacted in time, that would have been really bad if I didn't react at all. That would have been a definite go around, but maybe even like a worse landing.
No, that's it.
I mean, we were still flying at our speed.
If you didn't react at all, you know, me reacting at that time, we were going to be just fine. And that's from actually personal experience. There was a time my instructor
Echo Tango, okay, so
was on his phone on a landing, and something like that happened. He drops his phone, and I recovered it or whatever. But I will never be on my phone while flying on a landing.
Yeah, please don't.
That's such a scam.
If I ever had an instructor that did that, I might find a new instructor.
Yeah, I would recommend that you do so. There's a difference about taking a picture, you know, something like that. And it's like, okay, I'm going to take a quick picture here. But, man, if you're coming in and it's bumpy or something like that, you know, that'd be crazy. I think I took a picture when we were long final at Bloomington.
Yeah, you took a picture of like a UPS or whatever. Yeah,
or FedEx. But there was a little bit of a difference there because we were, I think, 2 landings in. 1 landing in at least. And it was a beautiful night. At that point, hey, you've got that one. But that one there, we were bumpy. I didn't realize those had little numbers on the wall.
Nice.
I get distracted by the most ridiculous things.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I thought I was easily distractible, but it makes sense because you're an instructor, so you're just letting me do.
I'm just sitting here, dude, at the end of the day. Like, that's the problem. Like, you know, for the first lesson or whatever, the second lesson, maybe even the 4th lesson, right? You know, things are interesting because I have things to do. But at this point, you know, you know how to fly. You're just honing your skill, you know?
Right.
And so I just am supposed to talk at this point, like, and just say things. I hope they don't hit us. It's not our fault now. Hey, we're on the ground. It's not like we're moving to them. They're moving to us. So, yeah, that's what's interesting about being an instructor is that the better your student gets, the less you have to do.
Still getting paid.
Doesn't matter. I'm still bored. Like, that's why I like to keep talking at the very least, if that makes sense, you know?
Makes sense.
So, I think the main thing is that, you know, I don't want to talk too much. We want to make sure we have our focus right here, you know? So if I notice that you're constantly looking at me and stuff like that, and while we're talking, it's distracting you, that's my responsibility to shut up.
You'll notice that I don't look at you at all.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I am almost entirely focused on the airplane, and as soon as you get distracted, I just let you do whatever you're doing, and I'm just focused on trying to fly the plane.
Yeah.
I could not give a crap, with respect.
Flying the plane and operating the plane is always number one.
You're like, ooh, UPS, and I'm like, ooh, I'm landing.
Like we had that, what was it, the F-16 or whatever?
Yeah.
I was like, we took off, and I just like looked over, and I was like, oh, look at that, an F-16, and you're like, I really want to see, but I'm flying an airplane right now.
Not now, please.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
There's a guy.
I will say this, I would probably say maybe 45% of instances like those would be me doing it on purpose to see if I can distract you while you're flying. And I haven't actually. Since your second flight, I think you had one on your second flight where you're like, oh, really? Where? And then after that, you're like, no, I'm flying a plane. Which is exactly what you want. You don't want your... Right now we're in what you would call a controlled environment, right?
Right.
But what happens when you take your girlfriend up, when you take, your mom up, all these things, you take your friend up flying, right?
I'm going to tell them to shut up or get out. Well, here's your parachute.
Maybe. Or you can have friends that I've said that, right? I told them, let's play this simple. Turn off the lights, please.
I have. Turn off landing and taxi.
Good. For that way we can respect him like he said last time. But yeah, we had an instance where I was flying into Chicago Executive, and they're sitting there talking about the most random thing. I don't even remember what they were talking about, but they're like asking me questions while I'm trying to land a plane at Chicago Executive. I'm like, guys, stop! I'm trying to land. They're like, fine, I'll stop talking. Okay, just take this real slow here, and follow the directions, but verify your wingtip as well. When he does it slow like that, just a smidge. A little bit more. Nice, there it is. Keep it coming. Oh, and no, keep going. Go. Keep going. All the way till his hands are, there you go. Avionics master, please.
Avionics master. Well, actually, let's go over the list.
Nope, just avionics master.
Avionics.
I've got it.